What's your nationality, Christopher?
Moorish American.
Moorish American. The word Moor or Moorish is Latin for black, right? So when I say what's your nationality,
Moorish
what
American.
people...
Moors.
Moor is not a nationality.
Moors is a nationality.
It means black. It's not a nationality.
Moors is a...
How you doing, bro?
Doing all right.
What's your name, if you don't mind me asking?
Christopher Good Eel.
Christopher Good. Eel. Christopher Eel. All right. What's your nationality, Christopher?
Moorish American.
Moorish American. The word Moor or Moorish is Latin for black, right? So when I say what's your nationality,
Moorish
what
American.
people...
Moors.
Moor is not a nationality.
Moors is a nationality.
It means black. It's not a nationality.
Moors is a nationality.
Wait.
I'm a Muslim.
You're a
Muslim. You is a... You know what I'm saying? We're the same.
But I'm an
saying, but
Israelite.
the path that you walk, I walk just like Jesus, right? I walk in all halls. That means I'm going to study in all halls. He studied in all halls.
Who did?
No, he did. Yeah, he did.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
What Bible verse say that?
It ain't in one.
Chris, wait.
It ain't in one. It ain't in one.
What's not in one?
So he studied it all halls.
Bible
He went to Asia. Why would you read that? It's man-made.
What book isn't man-made, Chris?
I did. So therefore,
But you said that though.
Listen,
Baby, that's your claim.
That's right. That's my claim. Just like that book. Wait a minute.
Because all books are
Just
written
like
by
that.
man.
Just like that book is your claim. So you claim that it says this. Another book claims that it says that. No, I walk my own theory. I study my own self. I'm my own God.
That don't make no sense, Chris.
It does. I give life and I take life.
Chris, that don't make no sense, bro.
I give life and I can take life.
Chris, wait.
I give life and I can take life.
Listen,
I'm God.
Listen,
I give life and I can take life.
So my question is, Chris, my question is then, bro, if you your own God, right? And I agree with that because the Bible says in Genesis, right here, the Bible says in Genesis, bro, we were made in God's image. My brothers are great.
That's right.
So what we have to understand, Chris, is there's different tiers of God. If God,
that's right. Different tiers of God.
God,
Right.
Psalms 82:1. If God made us God on earth, the black man, and then you have Jesus Christ, he is the God that we were dealing with in the wilderness, and then you have the Most High God. So there's different tiers of God, so I agree with you. But my question is, you won't read, Chris, more in the Bible.
You're right, more in the Bible. Just like Ruth is in the Bible. She was black, right?
I didn't interrupt you.
But Ruth is black, right? She in the Bible. Why y'all can speak about her?
One thing at a time. I can speak on that because Ruth is in the Bible only because that Ruth. You know why Ruth is in the Bible? Wait, Chris. I can answer the question, but if you're gonna walk away,
you didn't answer the question. You would have read this now.
Wait. I answered the question. The only reason why Ruth, a woman who was not an Israelite, is in the Bible is because from her come one of the great grandsons of Jesus Christ, and it goes according to his lineage. That's why the Bible says. That's why Jesus says, "Lo, I'll come in the volume of the book."
Right.
The whole book is about Jesus Christ.
Right.
And Ruth happened to be one of the great grandmothers of King David. That's the only reason it mentions Ruth in the Bible. She was not an Israelite. Salvation was not for her. It was not for her people. So that's why. So I answered that question.
What did the book what is it?
Let me go back to my original thing.
Go ahead.
When we as a people were in the Roman captivity, right? When you read the New Testament, we as a people. I don't stay in the New Testament. I got the Old. I'm just telling you, I got the Old Bible. I got the Old Testament. Oh, okay.
I don't read the New Testament.
All right, I got you. Whether you believe it or not, it still happened. That's history. Septimian Severa happened. We ruled and conquered the Roman Empire. That happened. So you can't say you wasn't, what was it, 193 AD. Thank you very much.
Right.
So you can't say, but you just said you believe like.
I don't believe. I read every book. I study in every book.
Bible,
I study every book. Listen, I study every book. I read every book. You know what I'm saying? I try to walk that walk, but also I got that curve.
All right.
You know what I'm saying?
All right, I got you. I got you. So let me make my claim again, right? because I'm making a point. When we were in captivity, in the Roman captivity, which history coincides with, some of the books I got, as a matter of fact, I got some of the books with me right now. Black people, we don't even know these books exist because we don't read.
That's right.
But when we was in the Roman captivity, I got you, Chris. When we was in the Roman captivity, we spoke what languages? Hebrew, Greek, and Latin. The word Moor is Latin for black. So the same way we call ourselves black people today, if I ask my brother right here, what's your nationality? He might say black. Chances are he gonna say black. So where does that of us calling us Moor come from? When we spoke Latin back during the time when we ruled Spain.
Spain, that's right.
You understand what I'm saying?
The whole Spain.
When we ruled Spain.
All the way up to Europe.
But before we spoke Latin, what were we calling ourselves? Because it wasn't more.
No, it was nigga.
So, no, it wasn't.
It was nigga. It was king. Yes, it was. Yes, it was.
No, it wasn't.
I tell you what. Get signs and symbols.
No, it wasn't.
Get signs and symbols.
What were we calling ourselves before we called ourselves more? Because that's a Latin word. We didn't always speak Latin, Chris.
No.
So you see, what I'm saying is said to make you think. What we don't understand, watch this. Give me Job 8 and 8. This is what we don't understand. Job was the prophet. As a matter of fact, go to Job 30. Real quick. Come on, I need you to be quick. Quick. Job 30. Watch this. Let's see what the Bible says Job looked like.
Book of Job, chapter 30, verse 30. My skin.
My what?
My skin.
My what?
My skin is black upon me.
That's what we don't know, Chris. Job said, my skin is black.
I know all the
Job
prophets
was
black.
a black man.
All prophets was black.
So now let's see what Job says in chapter 8, verse 8.
Hold on. Proverbs. What the Proverbs read?
What do you mean, what does it read? I
What
don't know
does
what
it
you're
read?
asking.
What does it read? What do Proverbs read? What do the book say?
What does the book contain?
The whole book contains.
The book of Proverbs is about the wise sayings of King Solomon. Give me Song of Solomon 1 and 5. Let's see how Solomon looks.
Check it out. The Proverbs talk about further chilling and all that. It'll show you
Read.
The book of Song of Solomon, chapter 1, verse 5. I am black.
You hear what Solomon said? That's what we don't know, Chris.
I know all that.
No, I'm saying we as a collective,
as
bro.
a globe.
That's the thing. I ain't talking about. We not out here preaching for the salvation of just us. We talking about all our people.
But all our
Solomon,
people don't believe that.
Solomon, you're right, and they gonna die because of that. But Solomon was a black man.
Book. They got that same book. They
Solomon was a black man in the Bible, right?
They still ain't
Job
believe
8 and 8.
They still ain't believe what Joe said.
You're right.
Joe said,
You're right.
my skin is black. Then when they go to church,
you're
they
right.
ain't gonna say, oh, Joe said my skin is black.
We're not preaching Christianity, though.
It doesn't matter what you preach.
You understand what I'm saying?
It ain't gonna swing the
Read
same
what you
way.
got.
The book of Job, chapter 8, verse 8. For inquire, I pray thee, of the former age.
You hear what Job said? Job said, we as a people, Chris, have to inquire of the former age. Meaning what? Our history goes back further than the slave ships in America. Our history goes back further than the time we called ourselves Moors in Spain, Chris. So Job says inquire. Job says inquire of the former age. Finish the verse. Let's finish the verse.
And prepare thyself
And prepare your mind, Chris.
to the search.
So what?
To the search of their fathers.
To the search of your fathers. Abraham Lincoln, George Washington was not our fathers. You understand what I'm saying? The conquistadors was not our fathers. We called ourselves Moors, but we had a heritage in history way before Spain. How did we get to Spain? Give me Luke chapter 21. Because our people come out and start talking about Moorish stuff, and we don't even know how we got to Spain in the first place.
We get that.
Luke chapter 21.
We have this whole
The
planet.
Bible speaks about how we got there. Let's read.
Luke chapter 21, verse 20. And when ye shall see Jerusalem, and when ye shall see Jerusalem,
Where?
compassed with
Where?
Jerusalem,
Where? We
Jerusalem.
don't even understand, Chris. Before we was in Spain, we was in Jerusalem.
That's right.
Read it again.
And when ye shall see Jerusalem, compassed with armies.
This is what they call 70 AD. When Titus and Vespasian, two Romans, came and sieged the city of Jerusalem. That's history. So Christ is giving the prophecy in the New Testament.
Right.
When ye shall see Jerusalem compassed with the Roman armies. Why? Because we was in captivity under them. This is before we called ourselves Moors. Read.
Then know that the desolation thereof is nigh.
Then know the desolation that I prophesied of in the book of Daniel is near. That's Old Testament.
That's right.
So we understand the Bible by precept upon precept. Before we called ourselves Moors, we were in the land of Jerusalem. Read.
Then let them which are in Judea.
Judea is a city in Jerusalem, in the land of Israel. Read.
Flee to the mountains.
Where?
To the mountains.
Jesus says, when the Romans come against you to siege the city, I want y'all to flee to the mountains, which is where? What we would know called today Africa.
Right.
Why? Because when they came against us in 70 AD, a lot of us fled to Africa. A lot of us fled to what we call Europe today. And when we came back in power in Europe, Spain is in Europe. When we came back into power, we called ourselves Moors. But before that, we was in Jerusalem. We don't even know where we come from. Give me Isaiah 1 and 3. That's the problem with our people as a whole, Chris. We don't know who we are. That's why Job, who said his skin was black, said, prepare your mind for the search of your fathers. LeBron James, Lil Wayne, Al Sharpton, those are not our fathers because we had real leaders. But we disassociate ourselves because we think that it's a white man's book. King James was a king that ruled during the time of the Byzantine Empire. He ruled over 3 countries at one time.
Right.
That's why he was called King James the First and the Sixth. He ruled over what? Scotland, Ireland, 3 thrones at once. And King James was a black man. That's why they call his line, his lineage, the swarthy. Somebody give me the book of King James in my bag. Give me the book of the picture of King James where it shows him how he really looked.
They don't understand, bro.
Give me the book. Isaiah 1 and 3.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 1, verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
Right here, officer. The Bible says, listen to what the Bible says, Chris. My brother right here. Listen to what the Bible says. It said the ox, which is an animal, a dumb animal. You ever heard the term a jackass? That means you dumb. Stop being a jackass. Listen to what God says, though. Read.
The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass.
The ass, a jackass, a donkey, they know what?
His master's crib.
He knows who owns him. He knows his master's crib, his creator. Read. The small book, officer.
But Israel.
But Israel, the Israelites are the people on this sign right here according to Bible prophecy. God says, but Israel, the American black, the West Indian black, the Haitians, the Puerto Ricans. God says, but Israel
Does not know.
we don't even know who owns us, Chris, my brother right here. We don't even know as a people. If we had a group of black people right here, I could ask each and every one of them, what's your nationality? I would get Moor, I would get Asiatic black man, I would get black man, I would get African American, Afro-American, the first man. We got all these different proverbs on us. I got you. Let me
ask
get
you
your point. I got you.
If you can tell us where we're from,
Let me
it's okay to educate us on where we're from.
Let me
But all these people out here need to know where we're going, bro.
Okay.
In order to save us, you got to tell us where we're going.
Let me
Not
answer
where
that
we're
then.
from,
Let me answer that.
or who we
Let
belong
me
to.
an-
Get it?
okay.
People hoping a different
All right,
way,
I'll do
this
that.
right here ain't gonna
Let me
do it.
answer that.
I'm sorry.
Let me answer that.
I respect
You
your
ain't gotta be sorry. You ain't gotta be sorry. Let me answer
But
that.
people need to eat, gang.
We-
They need to have a better
you
understanding
right.
of their skin
You right.
and who they are.
I know. Watch this. Let me
No,
answer that.
I'm not listening to that.
Well, go ahead then.
Because
How can you ask me a question?
I'm telling you,
How can you
this is not gonna work.
Bro, you ain't telling me nothing. It's cool, brothers. That's cool, brothers.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah,
I'm telling you the
you're
truth.
right. He not doing
I've
nothing.
looked at full.
I know.
The
He-
book
he
that
not
you
doing
studied.
nothing. Read what you got
The book
again.
that you
The book of
studied. I
Isaiah,
studied
chapter
full.
1 and verse 3.
Listen to what God says. We tired of hearing what the black man got to say. Because it's obvious y'all ain't got the answer.
What?
The solutions The solution to our people's problem is in the Bible. If you knew everything, you would stand up and run your own community. You would stand up and raise your children. You would stand up and you would be the head of your own household. But we got black men have the audacity to come out here and tell me you telling me something. You gonna rule your own household first.
Right.
You ain't telling me nothing. Read. Yeah, we can back it up too, but we ain't out here for that. Don't think we so because we got this Bible. We didn't grow up in this. We wasn't born in this. Read what you got.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 1 and verse 3. The ox knoweth his owner.
So listen to what God says, Chris. The ox know his owner. Read.
And the ass his master's crib.
And the ass, the jackass, he know his master's crib. Where he come from? Read.
But Israel.
But who?
Israel.
But Israel, the Israelites, read.
Does not know.
We don't know where we come from. That's the problem of the black man today, Chris. Read.
My people does not consider.
Neither do we consider. Meaning we don't even have the care to want to search who we are.
True indeed.
From the very beginning. From the very beginning.
See, with me right here, though, with that
Adam
right there,
was a black man.
with that right there, what
You
you
understand what I'm saying?
See, my thing is,
You understand what I'm saying?
this is what I'm on right here.
The Ankh is not of the Bible.
This
You understand what I'm saying?
This is my thing right here.
That's what I'm saying. God says we don't even consider, Chris. We as a people will ascribe to anything. The Ankh is not our custom. It has nothing to do with the Israelites, the black people, that me and you are. The Ankh is an Egyptian custom.
That's right.
We are not the Egyptians, though. That's how I know you lost. The Bible says, give me Sirach 19.
Sirach, chapter 19, verse 29. A man may be known by his look.
The Bible says a man, when you see him, Chris, he's known by his look. How he dressed, so on and so forth. What he wear. Read.
And one that have understanding by his countenance.
One that has understanding of God's commandments, his laws. Listen to what God is saying, Chris. God is saying you can tell if a man understands his laws and commandments by how he looks. When you see him, why? Because when we see somebody, that's our first impression of somebody. So when I see you with that oath around your neck, I can tell you don't have any understanding of God's commandments. Read.
When thou meetest him, a man's attire.
A man's what?
Attire.
A man's attire. I was you laughing, but I don't say that to discredit you, to make fun of you. It's a shame. You shouldn't be laughing.
Because you don't know what I know.
You shouldn't be laughing though, because it's not funny. It's not funny.
It's funny because you don't know what I know.
It's saying of his attire. Your attire, Chris, is what you wear. You understand what I'm saying? Your attire is what you wear. So if you came out here and you were sagging your pants, I'd just say, damn, that brother, he don't have any commandments. I'm not talking about you. If I saw a brother sagging his pants, I would say, damn, that brother don't understand that he a God on earth. He don't understand that God made him and chose his people only. He don't understand that he's supposed to be ruling this earth. So you can understand, you can know somebody by how they look. People say, you can't judge me. God said you can judge a book by its cover.
Yeah,
that's what God said.
And you a book.
So when I see that, I say, oh man, this brother, he an Israelite. He don't realize that God made him a God on the earth. And he don't know what comes along with that, because if God made us gods, a God rules, Chris.
I rule.
If God made us gods, then I mean he made us to rule over something. But when you look at our neighborhoods, there's prostitution in our neighborhoods, gang violence runs our neighborhoods.
I ain't in that though.
I ain't talking about you.
I'm
You
saying.
talking about you.
No,
I ain't talking about you.
No, I'm just telling you.
I'm talking about
You
us.
said in our neighborhood.
It is.
I ain't into that though.
I ain't talking about you, Chris.
Once again,
So
I ain't into that.
God
my
said,
past ain't into that.
I ain't talking about you though, Chris. You ain't hearing me, bro.
I hear what you said.
I'm
You
talking about
said
us as a people.
us as a people.
Us as a people.
As a people, I ain't into that.
We into Egyptology, you into that.
I'm into all of that.
Yeah,
I even read
that's
this.
not
I even
point.
want this. Listen,
That's not according to the Bible, though, Chris.
I even walk this walk.
Chris, that's
You know
not
what I'm
according to the Bible. You ain't walk this walk.
Oh yeah, I don't walk this walk too.
Okay, so wait. So let me prove that then, right? You gotta state your claim.
No, I don't walk this walk too.
Okay,
I
tell
don't
me.
read Israelite books. I read. You know what I'm saying?
Tell me, what does this walk mean? This walk, quote unquote. What does this walk mean? You walked it. What does it mean?
You trying to uplift the people.
Nope.
That's what you do.
No.
You uplifting your people.
No.
You out here trying to share truth.
No.
You out here trying to share truth.
No,
and make
no.
believers. Ain't
No.
nobody no believers because they have to believe themselves.
That ain't what this walk about. You're wrong. That's how I know you didn't walk this walk.
You know what I'm saying? That's why.
No, Chris, I asked you a question. You didn't answer the question, bro.
You know what I'm saying? That's why they ain't listening.
Chris.
You know what I'm saying? That's why old boy had. That's why old boy had.
He like, cause he got the devil on him.
He got a feud with.
Nah, he got the devil on him.
What is a nation? Nation is family. Nation is community. Nation is men leading by example. Nation is women's support. Nation is children with role models.